just to wrap it up, what have you learnt by being an entrepreneur and starting Earthly? What are some of the big lessons as a technology business owner, and that lives and breathes software, which drives the internet and drives AI as well? What have you learned along the way? Just sum up, you can share with our listeners and viewers.
Yeah, I think for me personally, it goes back to the basics. Like, work on something that really, really drives you, that you really, really like. And Earthly is my second successful company, but maybe my, let's say, fifth attempt at startups. And I realized in the process of like iterating, failing, and then trying again, that you have to go back to something that you really, really love. Otherwise, it's maybe too easy to get distracted by something that feels interesting for a day or maybe a month or maybe even a year. But if you're going to do this for like 5 to 10 years, like for example in a venture-backed startup, your heart has to be
Yep.
entirely in it. And so for me, for Earthly, the main prerequisite for me starting this company was that I would be a target user of this technology, and then I would be in the feedback loop. I would know exactly what is not working because I'm also a user. I'm also the product person, right? I can sort of iterate much more quickly as to what the shape and form of that technology should be. And so my main sort of takeaway as I learned about how to build a company is just do something you really, really love and are passionate about. And I think that's has worked historically really well for me.
Yeah, and I would totally agree, because if you are doing something, number one, you're good at, number two, you love doing, and solves a business problem, then you're going to be able to stay the journey, because being an entrepreneur is sometimes a hard slog, and sometimes, an overnight success is 10 years.
Exactly. And
So
every successful startup has those stories about the worst days of their existence. They all have, tough times. If you're not 100% into it, there's nothing to fall back onto. Like, everything it feels like it's not going well at that point in time. And you have to just keep going. There's the saying, if you're going through hell, keep going. And if you don't have the passion to back that up, you just won't keep going.